Okay, so yeah, I will do that in quickly. Yeah. So the initial verse, I just want to highlight freely with spiritual powers and in being at ease with the spiritual power. This is developed from the progress of one spiritual practice. And in uphold, when Bodhisattva practice and uphold is purifying the Buddha lands. And why the Buddha land? Is because then it's one at ease when you get into unconditioned practice. So on attaining Buddhahood, we have a reward land to make use of, and bringing sentient beings to fruition is way of identifying ourselves, which I'll come to in the next slide. So in life, ignorance and afflictions cover us. And because we do not know, and you know that I've been sharing with you all, and we have the innate Buddha nature, but the problem is that we are being buried within powers and powers of dirt, like mining for diamond. So our life is about excavating what we have accumulated in the past. And so every single Buddha and Bodhisattva spent countless kalpas lifetime after lifetime in the six realms. Why is that the case? Because all these six realms that one goes through, each realm is a purification if one is in the practice. So in the great Dharma vehicle, playing freely within spiritual powers and avoids, in fact, true liberation, because after we excavated all the dirts that we have, and we realize what the diamond or the Buddha nature within us, then we where the liberation is. And so when no interest since the belief before the world was, they when the fall had no interest in this because they believed the world was impermanent, suffering, empty, without self. So why that is all emptiness? Why is there any reason to continue any further? And that was the misunderstanding of what the truth was. So, but they have attained enlightenment, so they have liberated themselves. They are free of affinities, but what they haven't gone is that great compassion. So with reward land to make use of, we must now form great affinities and beings, because this will then establish our reward land, which is the possible affinities in the future practice. So the lessons learned. Anywhere sentient beings are, is a pure land by Bodhisattva practice. Because why is it a pure land for Bodhisattva? Because they find that the need to go into practice amongst the masses. So therefore, where sentient beings are, they should be in practice. So therefore, sentient beings are not just in this world, they're in all the six realms. So even all the other realms should be in practice. So, and you will notice that in Buddha's past life, that he was also in the animal realm. And you also hear even Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, who went down to the hungry soul's realm, and also in the hell realm for Siddhikapa. So both the helpers and the help that can attain purity in our practice, and that's what the Bodhisattva path is. And so we do not bias towards emptiness. So to truly purify Buddha lands, we must bring sentient beings to fruition. And bringing to fruition means for them to be awakened to what the truth of life is about. So we're on contemplation. I may have shared something similar with you all before. The truth in the Dharma will set you free from samsara, and that's what liberation is about. So how do one set ourselves free? And it's by excavating whatever impurities that we have. So you can say we are miners of our own life, and until we uncover that diamond has already been buried within us since the beginningless time. So Master's teaching have given you the Dharma wings to be liberated, and through the teachings and the spiritual roots to continue in the path. Why the spiritual roots are important? Because it's lifetime after lifetime. So if our roots are not strong, we come back in the next slide, we have to start over again. So the question is how deep one's root is. So, and the divine reason to come back to help liberate sentient beings, and that is the reason for the Bodhisattva to come back this Buddha land of practice, to liberate sentient beings, and that's a vow that we have all. So on relationship and purifying in relationship, with the virtues of the compassionate heart, noble mind, and selfless nature. Your wondrous existence will be in harmony with all that comes along your spiritual journey. And this is what Master is trying to tell us, that our existence is wondrous, not only to others, but also for us to use this existence that we have to get into this wondrous path, to realize, to realize the wondrous existence, you need to have a wonderful heart. So what is then a wonderful heart? A wonderful heart is one that is benevolent. So you got to have the nobility of the mind. The nobility of the mind can only come when one has already attained the compassion in the heart, and then be evolved into the selfless nature. And that is what this wondrous existence is to attain by going through having the wonderful heart. So whoever you face, then you must be harmonious in a harmonious practice. So it doesn't matter who they are, but every person who come to our life, they come to us for a reason. So they come, and what is the reason that they come to us? They come to help us to purify us. So therefore, the more difficult the person is that you encounter, the greater you will have the opportunity to purify yourself. So you are then in the pure land of practice. Those who are familiar with Pure Land, and although Master mentioned in passing this Pure Land, some information or knowledge about the Pure Land practice, then you will understand getting it into the ideal condition of practice. And sometimes for us, we are in the condition practice where sometimes in this human life, it's very difficult to fight against. So in the Pure Land practice, especially in the Amitabha Buddha land, give you the ideal condition to practice. So walk harmoniously, giving way to whoever comes your way. And this and in practice, it's very difficult, isn't it? Giving way to others. You know why? Because we hold on to our views, and we hold on to our views. We will then tend to correct others, and that's where our skandhas are. So when we see someone, we don't see the someone as someone who is that one, but we tend to judge. So the moment you see someone, we judge either the character, the facial expression, so on. And these are all mental formations that become to us. And then our mind, our mental affliction will arise, and we find it hard to give way to others. So realize then that ideal condition of practice is not what you face, but what you manifest in your mind. Okay, thank you. Kanan.
Yeah, BrotherChin, please accept our deepest content for your splendid sharing. Yeah, generally, it's your daily summary and sharing. Yeah. Okay, as we on our video for a group photo, we will invite Sister Su-Ching to say a few words before we join Master at the morning Dharma assembly at 7. Yeah, everyone please on your video. Sister Lily, Sister Lacey, Miss Malaysia, Mrs. Malaysia. Hi, Sister Lacey. Sister Lily there. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
And Brother Robert for the great hosting, wonderful Dharma today. And brothers and sisters for all the wonderful advice today. Indeed, yeah, the topic today, helping sentient beings and purifying Buddha lands, is really so come in great reminder during this era. I think this point of time when we are, well, even though we are, because of MCO, we can't go out, but in Sisi, we know there is also a lot of Fu Tian, the few blessings now with the India one, earlier on the Buddha bathing that we are asking our family and friends to join, and very soon the India donations, but in fact we are never stopping on this seeking for donations, but actually I also trying to find my find the like something to motivate these trainers. Sometimes we also still human, but to get the